A House Republican investigation into Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar has been launched after newly filed financial disclosures showed her family's reported wealth exploding to more than $30 million in a single year. The House Oversight Committee, led by Chairman James Comer, is examining how the squad lawmaker and her husband rapidly amassed millions at a time that a $9 billion Somali social services fraud scandal also exploded in her state. Investigators are openly weighing subpoenas as they probe whether politically connected businesses tied to Omar's family warrant deeper scrutiny, House Republicans said. The investigation follows federal prosecutors opening a broader investigation into alleged industrial-scale fraud involving billions of dollars in social service funds in Minnesota. Republicans say that scandal alone makes Omar's apparent financial windfall impossible to ignore. "We're going to get answers, whether it's through the Ethics Committee or the Oversight Committee, one of the two," Comer said to the New York Post. The scrutiny intensified after Omar's 2020 financial disclosure revealed her family's net worth ballooned, jumping from negligible assets to a valuation that could reach as high as $30 million in a single year, according to the Rangers reported on the form. "Why would there be an allegation that I'm complicit? How would I be complicit?" Omar snapped at a reporter. When pressed further, she lashed out. "Do you just ask stupid questions? $9 billion, really?" Omar said, sarcastically referencing the reported level of the alleged fraud. "That is more than half of the resources that are allocated. So, you genuinely think your brain has told you that it is possible for half of the resources for our public service to have disappeared? Listen to yourself." When the reporter cited Comer's concerns during a House oversight hearing, Omar doubled down. "That's what Comer believes because he's as smart as you are," she said. "There's absolutely no goddamn way." Omar has forcefully rejected any suggestion of wrongdoing. She has never been charged or formally accused of a crime in relation to the alleged Minnesota fraud scandal nor her husband's soaring net worth. A venture capital firm, Rose Lake Capital, was listed in 2023 as being worth between $1 and $1,000. Just 1 year later, Omar's disclosure placed its value between $5 million and $25 million. A second company, a California winery known as ESTCRU, jumped from a valuation topping out at $50,000 to as much as $5 million over the same period. Comer said that in his opinion, the math simply does not add up. "There are a lot of questions as to how her husband accumulated so much wealth over the past 2 years, he said to the Post. "It's not possible. It's not." Republican investigators say their concerns are compounded by what they describe as unusual business characteristics. Court records from a lawsuit involving a related entity show Rose Lake Capital had just $42.40 in its bank account late in 2022, yet within roughly a year, the firm was being reported as worth tens of millions of dollars. Sources familiar with the inquiry say associates raised concerns to federal investigators after becoming unsettled by the firm's rapid rise, its alleged lack of a public investment track record, and shifting disclosures about who was involved. Former Senator Max Baucus confirmed he had only limited contact with one of the firm's partners in 2022 and said nothing materialized from those discussions. Other former advisors have likewise said they had no financial stake and only brief or preliminary involvement. Wall Street sources reportedly told investigators they had never heard of Rose Lake Capital, despite online claims that its officers had previously managed tens of billions of dollars in assets, an assertion that raised further questions about whether the firm should be registered with federal regulators. The investigation has unfolded against the backdrop of a sweeping fraud case in Minnesota involving social service programs, a case federal prosecutors have described as industrial in scale.